Welcome, everybody, to Old Boy Podcast. Ronnie Phillips, my second banana, right?
I'm your second banana.
I have a second
banana.
I have a second banana now. It's a tough job. I've been Chris's second banana, our guest, Chris Evans.
Special guest.
He's special, all right. Special guest, Chris Evans. I've been his second banana for, how long has it been now since I received the trophy?
4 or 5 years?
Has it been that long?
Yeah, about that.
He talked to you like you're the second banana.
Well, second something. It was a little rough around the edges here. But no, hey, we appreciate you joining us. We're doing a bunch of shorts, what we call shorts. This simple 10 to 15 minute conversations about a variety of topics. But today we're going to talk about a guy that I respect immensely from afar, and also a guy that makes me scratch my head and go, what in the daylights? But obviously it worked for him, the richest man in the world, Elon Musk. So hasn't done too bad, has he? Elon's made a couple bucks, made a couple right decisions.
He's made a few bucks. For instance, talk about buying Twitter.
Yeah.
That's like me handing you a $20 bill, you know.
I don't know if it'd be that much for him.
Not too big of a deal for him.
43 billion.
44.
And counting. And counting.
44 billion.
Yeah. But the thing I like about it is this, there's only a handful of people that can do what he does.
Yes.
Yeah.
What I mean is financially do what he does in the entire world. There's just a few. And so he doesn't like a platform. He thinks that it hurts freedom of speech. Of course, I think it's pretty well documented that there's a lot of controversy over Twitter before Elon Musk bought it, and it's still got to be finalized. It's not finalized yet.
They're working on
it. But
I
don't think there's any. I don't see it not happening at this point. But
it's definitely gonna happen.
Twitter would ban people forever, and it seemed to be one side of the political ideology was banned much more frequently than the other side.
That would be the Republicans getting banned.
Republicans. So
the president of the United States got banned from Twitter.
They banned the president of the United States.
Hey, we're going to talk for about another 12 minutes on this deal. I will just sum it up real quick for you.
Oh, boy.
Al-Qaeda has a Twitter page, but Donald Trump doesn't have a Twitter page.
But Donald Trump doesn't. I mean, so.
The Ayatollah of Iran has a Twitter page yelling death to America.
Right. That's perfectly fine.
But Donald Trump cannot have a Twitter account whatsoever, which, weirdly, Jack Dorsey just came out and said
it was terrible.
He agrees with the decision that he should be brought back.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
No, but what he said in that, he said they made that decision on what they thought was the right thing to do for business for them, for their crowd. And he said that. I just read that today. For Twitter. He said, but it's absolutely wrong. It shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
And, here's the guy that founded it. Now, he founded it. I don't think he's had control over it for a long time, but Dorsey. But,
CEO.
But you can be a CEO and title only. The board's going to make that decision. But what was interesting to me is Elon, because he's got almost $300 billion in personal
yeah.
Is that serious?
Yeah, $280-some billion.
He can buy every single professional baseball team or any league, and he would still have more money than God himself.
Well, the best one I saw was, to your point, by himself, he is worth more than if you took the owners of every NFL football team and combined them, he's still worth more than them by like $60 million.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's something stupid like
Tesla,
that.
Cars, what else?
Well, SpaceX, Tesla cars,
satellite internet,
and I'm sure 2 or 3 other things we don't know about, but because most of his stuff's private. He likes having stuff as a private company. Private companies don't have to release.
Well, he doesn't have a house payment either.
That's it, yeah, and that's what makes this guy so amazing to me. Doesn't own a house. And I watched an interview of him. He said, I'm just at a place in my life where I don't care about having things. And I'm going, you got rockets. I mean, you got things. You literally got your own NASA. You got your personal NASA.
He's married, right? 2 kids?
I think he's been married a couple times. I don't know. No, he's got like 5 kids.
Okay.
But I don't know if he's currently married. I know he's been married. Now, scary thought. Think about this. The whole Johnny Depp, the whole celebrity things going on.
I don't know anything about that. I don't care.
Well, this is the point, though. Amazing. Elon dated her for like 6 months.
Oh, really?
So she could have brought down the richest man in the world.
Good thing it was only Johnny Depp.
Right. She only cost him about $600 million.
Yeah.
Again, going back to Elon and buying Twitter, the funny thing is, he just tweeted it out one day. I don't know if he was serious or not.
I might just buy Twitter.
I'm tired of the censorship. I just might buy Twitter.
Yeah.
3 million likes later, he's like, Okay, I guess I will.
Okay, I guess I really will buy Twitter.
All right, I'll buy 9 million or 9 billion in stocks or whatever it was first.
and again, obviously, the reason he did it is he felt like free speech was being crippled by Twitter, and I would not argue that. I think he's 100% right. Again, put all views out there. I mean, growing up, and I'm older than both of you by a good amount, but growing up, one of the great things about the United States is you had a right to have an opinion, no matter how whacked out it was. You had a right to state what your opinion was.
Yeah.
And people, the Vogue thing now say, we have freedom of speech, but you don't have freedom of the consequences of your speech. Well, that is the whole point of freedom of speech. There shouldn't be consequences. I mean, you should be able to say what you want to say. If you got a bunch of racist backyard idiots out there that are racist and are in a controlled group, as much as we hate it, if you live in a country with free speech, they have a right to say what they want to say. You don't have to agree with it. You can fight vehemently against it, but they should have a right to say what they want.
Yep.
I mean, and as ugly as it is, and so that, to me, we've just kind of lost that compass of what makes us.
It went from giving you all the information, all sides, and letting you decide what you want to believe and how you want to take it, until where, all right, we're going to shun this side out, and you're only going to listen to this.
I saw a podcast with Joe Rogan and a guy, and it was the lady that was over the Twitter. She was like executive vice president of what I would call censorship, but it was of their standards board or whatever they called it. And this guy was just going at him. I mean, just going at him, about, well, last year you permanently banned 23 people, 22 of them were conservatives. So 22 out of 23 were conservatives that you banned, because she kept saying, well, no, we're impartial. We don't even look at that. And there's just no way that's true. I mean, it's like so much craziness that's coming out.
You're just talking about people getting permanently banned, correct?
Yeah.
You're not talking about people who've been shadow banned, followers taken down. And as soon as Elon Musk took over Twitter, all these people that were getting shadow banned came back on my Twitter feed. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then next thing you know, they're saying, I just gained 400,000 followers in the last 15 minutes.
Well, the thing about Elon is that what amazes me is he does have the ability and the guts to do those things. He's not scared to say, let's go invest $50 billion, because it'll be $50 billion by the time he's done with everything. It'll be close to $50 billion. Yeah, here's $50 billion. This is what makes it even more impressive. He went out and raised, because over a few day period there was talk about, well, there could be a problem, because of his, and his ownership and the stocks and how he's. So he just said, okay, no big deal. And like in a matter of 24 hours, he went out and raised billions of dollars with investors that committed billions of dollars to what he's doing at Twitter. That's the kind of stroke this guy has. Wow. I can't get Chris to give me $5. I mean, it's just,
I don't carry cash.
But it's just an amazing. He's an amazing guy. Now he does some goofy, crazy stuff,
like naming his kids.
Well, I mean, listen, coming from a guy that names his kid, Espen, after ESPN.
It's a middle name.
Does it count?
Don't talk about my nephew, Phil.
Well, he's my nephew too.
Well, by choice.
Well, that's more important than my blood. I had a choice.
Point taken.
No, but I think he does, though. He's got very eccentric names, what most people would consider very eccentric names for his kiddos. But it's also the stuff he does, like he had this government contract with the Air Force, something with missiles or something, I don't know what. And this was back a few years ago when he went live on the air and did like mushrooms or something. I mean, literally live on the air.
Like drug mushrooms?
Yes. Yes.
Well, I saw one. He went on Joe Rogan, like with marijuana.
But he did the weed.
But this was just at his house one night. He just pulled up his phone and was doing, and I'm saying it was some mind-altering drug. He told everybody he was doing it. He did it. And then he got in hot water with the Air Force, because they're like, well, you could lose that contract because using drugs. Yeah. No, he didn't lose the contract.
Well,
but
imagine
of course that. But the point is that he truly, we all talk about being fearless. We all talk about not worrying about what anybody else thinks. We all talk about taking chances. This is a guy that lives it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. He's fearless.
Give me $1 billion.
If I was worth $250 billion,
yeah, but guys,
I'd be.
But you go. Listen, you don't become worth $250, $70 billion by that becoming something after you became rich. Yeah. He's always been that way. That's
true. Good
point. I mean, he's always been that way. I mean, there's a picture of him, a video. It showed like, and I'm gonna get the years wrong, but like 1997, Elon Musk was worth $22 million. He's got the suit that's too big on him. You know, it's a younger version, but he's a lot skinnier, and he just looks like an awkward, 20-something-year-old kid. He's worth $22 million.
He's still an awkward guy.
And then they fast forward to 2022, and it shows him worth $270 billion. I mean, think about it. So in less than 30 years, he went from being worth $22 million to almost $300 billion. I mean, that's crazy. But I think him, so you agree him buying Twitter is good for freedom of speech?
Absolutely.
Chris?
No doubt about it.
No doubt.
Yeah.
It literally changed overnight.
It did.
I mean,
I joined Twitter again.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Where can we find you at?
There's 85 of them. Go ahead, Phil.
Remember your handle?
I'm getting ready to say it, but Chris had something smart to say.
Special guest. Speak when spoken.
Thank you. My bad. Yeah, sit back in your chair there, little buddy.
Got at least 3 of them.
Phil _Exon. EXSIN.
Correct. Chubbs 23 RP for me.
What's yours, Christopher?
Sooner 12. No. Chris _ Evans 1223.
Yep. 1223.
Yep.
1223. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think Twitter's going to explode. I think anything up to this point, anything he touches turns to gold.
It's funny, those people, I'm going to leave Twitter. Okay, bye.
Yeah, see.
Well, he said that. He goes, I'm going to make everybody on the left mad, but I'm going to make a lot of people on the right mad too.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Yeah, he don't care.
Because he's not going to censor anybody.
No. And the funny thing is, as soon as he bought Twitter, for the rights and the Republicans all loving that stuff, Donald Trump immediately starts posting on social because that's his platform, So
we need to talk about that.
We'll get into that later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, he immediately, as soon as the acquisition goes through, Trump immediately starts posting on Truth Social because that's his platform, or whatever. So I mean, for any of those who are lucky enough like me to have a handle.
Well, I signed up for it and got put on a waiting list.
Yeah, I got put on early.
I don't even know what is it.
Truth Social Media.
He's liberal. Keep an eye on it. No, it's Donald Trump's platform.
Correct.
Basically.
Rumble? No, not Rumble.
No, that's the Republican YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They don't shut anything down on Rumble like they do on YouTube.
Okay.
Right.
Which
right.
I better be quiet. They might shut me down. Right.
Well, shut us all down.
Yeah. Who decides that? I mean, who gets to say? Yeah. You know what? Boom, boom, boom.
Does that?
Have you even got a handle for Truth yet? See, mine's Ronnie _Phillips.
No, I'm on the waiting list.
Oh, see, Ronnie _Phillips. Since I was very early to join, I get.
You get to actually use your name.
I get to use my name.
You know why I'm hesitant? Because when Parler came out, I said, you know what? I'll reserve it. I'll get the name and all that stuff.
Yeah, Parler's a flop.
Yeah.
Well, they shut it down though. The liberals and Democrats shut that down pretty fast. Because then you remember.
So this is why I can't go into stock. I can't go into stocks.
The left-leaning
Stocks
Apple
scare the daylights out of me.
The left-leaning Apple and all the Googles, they said, well, we're not putting your app in our store. Yeah. And that's why it got shut down.
Right.
That's why it didn't go on, because they cut it off.
Yeah, this could be our last episode of Second Banana and Oh Boy, evidently.
Yeah, because when you use the C word, the virus thing, I mean, people were canceling all that out.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about that.
That's interesting. All right, boys. So Twitter, thumbs up. Thumbs up,
yeah,
Twitter. Thumbs up, Twitter.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks a lot for joining us, guys. Join us again for the next episode of Oh Boy Podcast.